everyone, it's Amanda with My Life, My Way. It is live pregnancy test day. Woohoo! I'm gonna give it to the 2-minute mark and then we'll get started. I don't want to do anything super exciting, just to give everybody kind of a chance to pop on if you're gonna pop on live. If you're coming on later and watching this afterwards, if you want to skip to the 2-minute mark, I promise not to do anything exciting before then. But once you get on, tell me where you're from, tell me, say hi. I can only see the number, I can't actually see who's on, so it's kind of interesting to see who's on and who's around. Hi guys! So who's here today? I have a little bit of I do have a little bit of this bar here. In Washington. Nice. There we go. Hi! Kentucky, whole bunch of Americans on here. Oh, and my sister-in-law. And Michigan. There we go. And Georgia. Hi, Odessa. Oh my goodness. Is it staying nice and warm down there for everybody? It's pretty nice up here. So, Kansas, Florida. Florida's always nice. Does Florida ever have a bad? Other than like the crazy Florida man things. But we usually get down to Florida in like January, February for about, well, it's 2 days. On the way down to the cruise and on the way back from the cruise. So, but it's always gorgeous. Always gorgeous. It has finally cooled off around here. It is lovely out now. It's like 24 degrees Celsius, which is, I think, mid-70s maybe, low 70s Fahrenheit. Might have to look that up. Oh, Iowa. Hi, guys. So it's finally like cooled off a little bit. We were in an insane heat wave. It was like 30 degrees out, sometimes like 29 to 32, and we were roasting. So we had a nice big thunderstorm the other night. It seems to have like mostly cleared down. So it looks like we're getting into like regular weather where you can actually enjoy it and not die every time you walk outside. So that'll be nice. Anyway, so we're at the 2-minute mark. Hey guys. So I'm going to do a live pregnancy test today. I haven't even gotten it started yet. We'll get that on the go and then we'll kind of talk about some other stuff. Thanks for the good lucks, guys. Okay, so new stick, obviously. All right, 2, 3. Thanks, guys. All right, so there she goes. She's starting to go up there. So we'll just like stick that back in here so I'm not gonna accidentally look down and see what it does. I want to do that. Yeah, I'm hoping it's positive too, guys. I'm starting to run out of like hope that this will work by ourselves without going to IVF again. Sorry about the squeaking floor, by the way. Our IVF plans have been put on hold partly because we were going to Prague. So COVID. We're allowed to fly to Prague now. We would be allowed to go to Europe now. Obviously, we'd have to like self-isolate and that kind of thing once we get there. But they've been starting it back up. The problem is now my husband's been laid off because it's COVID mixed with, you know, everything else that's been kind of going on in the economy and that kind of stuff. So he hasn't been working since April, and it really wasn't a great year for us at all since January, so that kind of sucks. I was working lots until I got a sore throat last week, which I was telling you guys about in my video the other day. And I went and did my test on Tuesday. I believe that's when we did the live video. Test result came back, by the way, and I'm negative. Not a big surprise. I hadn't been sick since before I even went and got swabbed. From what I mean, you could be an asymptomatic carrier, mild symptoms, but I didn't think that's what we had going. I hadn't had a positive patient in a while. I hadn't been around anybody that was sick either. Just a crappy sore throat for a couple of days. Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm able to go back to work now. I'm actually teaching first aid tomorrow to our local police officers, which will be a good time. And then I'll be back on the road after that, which I'm pretty excited about because I've missed quite a bit of time now. Almost 2 weeks of being stuck on isolation and that kind of stuff. That being said, though, if you have to skip days as a paramedic, it might as well be on days where we have a raging heat wave. Because, like, you put on the bulletproof vest and the dark uniform and then a gown on top and and the mask, and it's hot. Hot. I was working before, during the heat wave, and I would prefer not to do that again. That was horrific. That was probably my least favorite thing I've ever done at work. Patients were great, my partners were awesome, weather sucked. So, and yeah, bulletproof vest as a paramedic. It's becoming definitely more common these days to wear a bulletproof vest. And it's becoming more and more common to be assaulted as a paramedic as well. I read a statistic a while back that said 1 in 4 paramedics gets assaulted on the job in their lifetime. And I think that number is severely underplayed. That's probably the number of reported cases I would hazard a guess on. I've been hit, I don't know, 3 or 4 times now, all by little old ladies. So what are you going to file a report on? She's 90, doesn't even know I'm in the room, and is mad because I wouldn't let her get a turkey out of the freezer. That's the funniest reason I've ever been hit in the face. She almost caught me in the eyes. I caught the hand that was coming for my face, I missed the hand going for my stomach, and she did make connection. But it's like, I was going on the cruise 4 days later. It was my last shift before going out for work, or going out to our cruise. And I go on a heavy metal cruise every year with my husband. He's a huge heavy metal fan. I enjoy heavy metal music. And so we were going on this cruise. I'm like, I'm not spending all week explaining to people that it was some 90-year-old lady that weighed maybe 100 pounds and not my long hair, big beard, heavy metal husband that hit me in the face. Because nobody's going to get that. Unless you work with old people with dementia, you're never going to understand how brutal they can become. They get feisty. But yeah, so it's kind of the loveliness. So we are getting more and more assaults going on these days. We're dealing with things that are a little more aggressive. So yeah, so I got a bulletproof vest this year. I was supposed to get it in October, but they forgot to put the cups in. Because women's bulletproof vests have a place to put the girls. Apparently they forgot. And then I got it, but it was during COVID, so then I couldn't get it sized. And then once we got everything kind of under control, we got everything sized in, and I've been wearing it ever since. So it's kind of cool, but it does make me feel beefy. I'm a big girl to start with. I'm 250 pounds at 5'8", so I'm a big girl. Always have been. The fertility treatment after fertility treatment after fertility treatment, not helping. The 3 pregnancy losses, not helping. The depression that it caused, not helping. Oh, a lot bigger than I used to be, that is for sure. But anyways, the vest just makes me feel it's kind of funny. You get used to it, but it does make me feel like I'm a giant sometimes. So there's that. But yeah. So anyways, yeah, so I tested negative for COVID. I'm going back to work, super stoked. I did a paint night with my sister recently. We do paint nights. She does paint nights with her husband. They usually try for once a month, once every couple months. And then they realized they hadn't done a paint night in quite a while, and my husband and I were going over, and they're like, hey, let's double day paint night it. So we brought over our paint stuff, which we bought, never used. And we tried painting it out. My sister and her husband have been painting for long enough now that they don't even need a thing. They just kind of pick a picture off the internet that gives them some inspiration, and then they go at it. I'm not that way. Neither's my husband. So we picked up a Bob Ross tutorial on just YouTube. You haven't missed anything, by the way. You're still good. We're still running the test. COVID test was negative. And this is the result of me attempting to follow a Bob Ross paint night. You guys ready for this? Ta-da! It's not horrific. That's really all we can say about that. Yeah, happy little trees. You can even tell some of them are trees, so I'm pretty excited about that. My clouds this one looks like a Timbit, and this one kind of looks like a mashed hot dog bun. And this was my first mountain, and then my second mountain, and it got much, much better from 1 to 2. Then nobody died. And I didn't get paint mostly all over me. My husband and my sister were laughing that I took my wedding rings off to paint. And they were like, well, don't put it on your hands. I'm like, we say that about me not putting food on my shirt either. That's not how the world works some days. Because for some reason, forks are fucking horrific. I don't know. I don't know what gene I lost. but it came down from my mother. She has the same problem. And I laugh because if I don't spill anything, my sister and my husband both do, and it's hysterical for me. But anyways, so we've been out a little bit now, which is super nice. We've had like 2 days since I found out that we were negative, so that's been good. And yeah, life is gonna hopefully get back to a little bit of normalcy, which would be super good. Because while you're on isolation here, you're not even allowed to walk the dog. He's got a big backyard. It's all good. He's happy. I'm not happy. I'd like to go for a walk. I'd like to get off my property line. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. All right. Should we do this? All right. I don't have a lot of hope. So anybody do this before they do a pregnancy test? You're like, this is not going to be positive. The girls are sore, but they get sore sometimes for no reason, just because I'm PMSing anyways. Other than that, not a lot going on. I wasn't feeling really well the other night, but it lasted like an hour, and I'm pretty sure my body was just not super happy. But, okay, you guys ready for this? Which way does the stick post? Does it go this way? Yeah, this way. Let's see this. That looks pretty negative to me. What does it look like to you? Why won't you focus? Focus. It's not focusing, but pretty much dead solid negative. So that sucks. I don't know what the plan is next. So we're gonna see. We're still hoping to raise some money to get back out for IVF. If you guys want to help us that way, I sell bath bombs and soap on Bath Bombs for Babies on Facebook and Instagram. Feel free to message me. I'll mail you out some stuff. And even if you can't afford to buy, that's totally okay. If you could share it with your friends, that would be phenomenal. If you have questions about infertility, you can totally get a hold of me on Instagram or Facebook. It doesn't matter with Bath Bombs for Babies. I'm okay with answering all those questions. Odessa, I know you saw her a little bit earlier that your niece is now going through fertility stuff. If she has questions, she can ask. I'm definitely not the end-all be-all of the knowing of the things. I've just been around for a while. This is what, year 5 we're into this now? This fall, that's a depressing number, isn't it? Yeah. So anyways, but yeah, and my personal Instagram, by the way, is getting_pregnant, PRAGUENANT. Just a play on words for going to Prague to get pregnant. Yeah, so that kind of sucks. I'll probably talk to my doctor, see if he'll prescribe me some more letrozole. Maybe we'll try again for a couple more months just on our own. And we'll see how it goes. Maybe it won't be so abhorrently hot next time, and you know, you might feel a little more encouraged to have a little more happy times. It's having entertainment when it's 30 frickin' degrees in this house, it's not a good way to have I have not tried Conceive Easy. I have no idea what that is. Not a clue. If you want to inbox it to my Instagram, I will totally look it up though. But thanks, guys. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys can have a wonderful Sunday evening. Enjoy the time with your family. Have fun going back to work on Monday too if you're also going back to work. And I will talk to you later. Okay, bye guys.